Hello, and this is the instructions to do the Quickbooks assignment. Posted on Moodle, you will find the instructions as on the screen here, and so please follow the instructions as indicated. Okay, we're going to go into QuickBooks and follow those instructions and create your company. You'll see the name here. So in mine, I've just put Test Medical Office. And what you're going to do is journal entries. So this company that we're going to do has been in existence for a year, so you're going to need to open the opening balances. So from the example here are your opening balances, so you're going to follow that. In order to make journal entries, make that bigger, you always want to go to this plus sign right here. So the plus sign here under Other is journal entries. QuickBooks is generally made for someone who doesn't have a lot of accounting knowledge, and so we're going to use this as an accountant would use it, and we're going to start by using journal entries. So the important thing to do first is to put in the date. So here we're going to do this as of January 1st, 2016. Okay, so it didn't like that because I didn't do the slashes. Okay. So let's just say we're going to do our opening balances. So of course we would have cash on our balance sheet. And so in order to add accounts, you have to add. See the plus sign there? You click on that. And then you have to select what type of category is this account. So we know that cash is part of the balance sheet. And in this case, we're going to say that this is a bank type. And this can be our checking account. And then hit Save. And cash has a debit balance, so let's say we have $3,000 in our cash account. Next, let's say we are going to record our accounts receivable. And we have to add that, and here it comes up, category type, accounts receivable. So that would be correct, and you hit Save and Close. Let's say our balance here is $2,000. And important when you are recording receivables, QuickBooks wants to know who is that receivable from. So you have to put in here a name. So let's just say that this receivable is from Mary Smith. Add Mary Smith. And Mary Smith is a customer. Accounts receivable is money that is owed to us by others. And so that is correct. So we hit Save. Next, let's say we wanted to record inventory. We had some things that we were going to sell. And so here we want to go under Other Assets. And, let's see where else we can go. Other Current Assets, Inventory. There we go. And let's say our inventory is $500. And notice here how credits automatically filled in as 5,000, the 3,000 plus 2,000. So QuickBooks wants to make sure we are in balance. But here, if we hit 500, hit Tab, that goes away. And let's do one other asset. Let's do PP&E. Add PP&E. And that would be fixed assets. And we can call this furniture and fixtures. Save and Close. And let's say we had $1,000 of PP&E. And then of course we would have had accumulated depreciation, right? Add accumulated depreciation. Again, we would want to go under fixed assets and see here it is accumulated depreciation. And let's say that that amount is $100. Let's say we had one liability, accounts payable, and that would be under liabilities, current liabilities. Oh, here it is listed separately, accounts payable. Okay, and let's say our accounts payable is $500. And similar to receivable, a payable, QuickBooks wants to know, well, who do you owe that money to? So let's say it's owed to Staples. We add Staples, and in this case, Staples is not a customer, right? It's a vendor. We pay vendors. So you have to hit that and hit Save. $500. Okay, let's say we're done with our journal entries now, and let's record our equity. sorry, we're not done with our journal entries. We're done with our assets and liabilities, and let's go into our equity. So let's say our equity first is our paid in capital. And this we're going to find under equity, right? And this could be paid in capital or surplus, or you could select owner's equity, depending on what you wanted to choose. And let's say that that is $5,000. And so here we would have our retained earnings. This comes right up, $900. So at the end we hit down here, save in new. And then you're going to start doing your transactions. So let's say on the 10th of the month that we purchased some supplies, things that, let's say office supplies. So office supplies, add office supplies. Again, you have to go to the right section. So this is going to be an expense, and you can select one of these or just hit saving and not do that. So here I'm going to put supplies, track the cost of raw goods. So this would be cost of goods sold. So I probably wouldn't select that because office supplies are stuff that we obviously expense. So here office and general administrative expenses is more appropriate. And let's say that's $100 and that I pay for that with cash. This is from bank, checking. Whoops, let me go back out of here. And cash. Okay, should come right up. Okay, save and new. And then let's say I had some revenue that I had. Patient paid me $500 for a visit. So I have patient revenue. Add patient revenue, and this is going to be an income account, right? So here we're going to have service fee income, and see QuickBooks automatically picks up the amount. Save and new. Okay, so you're going to do all your journal entries, and then when you're done with your journal entries, if you click this X up here in the top right, then you can start to go. You can go to your reports. So here under reports, you can run a profit and loss statement, and from here you can see from 1/1 to today. So we don't want to run it to today, so we want to run it to 01/31/2016. Run report, and here we go. Medical test office, profit and loss, January, income, expenses, net income. So this you want to save, and you want to print it. And the way that we print it is, let's see, run report right here. So here you can print it. I would do it portrait, and you can either save it as a PDF or print it to your printer. So I would probably save it as a PDF so you can post it on Moodle and so forth. The other report that I want you to print is the balance sheet. Oh, back to report list. Here we go. Here's your balance sheet, and again you want to do it as of 01/31/2016. Run report, and here we go. Here's our assets. Total assets 6,800. Total liabilities 6,800. And again, you want to print that, save that, and post that to Moodle. So when you want to do your journal entries, that is in a little bit of a different area. Let's go to all reports and go to accountant reports and journal. So let's see, here we go. Have to change the date, 01/01/2016. 01/31/2016. And here we go. Here are our journal entries. So the purpose of this exercise is really to look at how things are done today. So obviously we don't have folks at big companies doing T accounts and reconciling accounts and creating reports each month manually. So this is a good exercise to see how things are done today.